Welcome back, everyone. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, here with Everything RVs podcast. This podcast is dedicated to those of you that wish to go camping, or maybe you currently are camping. And my job is to help you make memories that are going to last a lifetime. And I do that by bringing you tips, tricks, and as well as places you may want to go ahead and visit. And today, I'm excited to bring you a location here in Hardeeville, South Carolina. Special guest. And without further ado, let me go ahead and bring her on here. But if this is the first time listening on any streaming service or watching on YouTube, please do subscribe. And everyone, please like, comment, and share this out. So without further ado, let me bring on Kim. Kim, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful today. How are you?
I am doing awesome. So listen, I know it's been a little bit since we tried to get together here. We had some glitches, but why don't you explain to the audience a little bit about yourself?
I am the community manager at Lake Jasper RV Village. I have been with the park for 6 years now. And it's just a beautiful little place to come and visit if you want peace and quiet. That's what we have to offer here.
That is awesome. And so let me ask you, so what can they expect? Because this is not your typical type of RV park, if you ask me. This is a little more quaint. Can you tell us, how big is the park?
We have 103 sites on our park. And it's, like I said, it's very peaceful and very quiet and beautiful. So if you want to go camping where you don't want all of the amenities that all the larger parks have, this is the place for you. It's very lovely here. Once you get here, you won't want to leave.
So yeah, and now what type of camping do you allow here? Is it just, nightly, weekends, weeks, months? What do you allow?
We allow anything from 1 day to 365 days. The only requirement for that is your camper has to be 10 years or less to stay 365 days.
Okay. And what type? I know you said something, I guess. So you don't have a lot of amenities, but I think that is kind of secondary to what your park offers, in my opinion. What kind of amenities do you have?
We have a swimming pool, we have a fishing dock, and we have a lake where you can kayak. We do not allow gas motored motors, but we do allow electric ones to go into the lake. There's a walking trail that will take you over to Sergeant Jasper's County Park. And over there is playgrounds, hiking trails, disc golf. They have a lot of amenities that they allow us to use when you stay over here at our park.
Certainly. So now you also have, you do something with the fire pits. Now that you're coming into the cooler weather, you have a fire pit, you have a little thing you do.
We do. We have an activity field with a big, huge fire pit on it. And we gather there on Friday nights, sometimes Saturday nights as well, and just have a big bonfire for everybody on the park. Sometimes we do s'mores. Sometimes we have it themed for different events that we are doing just to have people get involved with us to do those type of things. But it's mostly quiet and laid back. It's just friends meeting friends and hanging out together.
And a couple times I noticed that you had put together kind of like a community get together there at the office, and you had some food there, allowed people to come on up and introduce themselves to other people that were here in the park.
Yes, we do that. We do it up here. We don't have a activity building yet. That's in the future. But we do, when we do potluck dinners, different events, we do crafting events, little socials, coffee in the morning. We have coffee every morning, coffee and bagels. People come up and sit and entertain themselves and talk, read the paper. And then when we do the dinners up here, we've set it up so that you can sit down at a little table, eat, and just get to know your neighbors.
Certainly. Now, so now, how long has this RV park been around?
Been around probably about 13, 14 years now. It was privately owned before, and then Cove Communities purchased it in October of 21. And so now we're one of their community resorts. They have resorts all over. Yes.
Right. Well, one thing that I noticed with your community is the fact that all of the sites are raised up higher.
Yes.
And I know that when we recently had that storm come through, people from other parks were actually coming here because we were high and dry.
Exactly. And we're a little bit inland, so we don't get the weather if you were right on the coast. With the last one, we did get rain and some wind, but it wasn't nearly as devastating as it was all around us. Yes. So that's a plus for us too. We're also on the same electric grid as a hospital down the street. We have a hospital right down the road. So when their power comes on, our power gets to come back on.
Right. Well, that was the next thing I was going to mention about the power there. That's for sure. Now, so where are you all located again?
We are located off of exit 8 on 95. And we're probably about 1.5 miles off of the exit.
Perfect.
So
what would you say? So you're within 30 minutes of what type of venue? Other places, areas?
We've got 3 miles down the road, we have a Publix, a Super Walmart. And if you go on into Bluffton, there's every kind of restaurant you want. And Bluffton does a lot of town things on the bluff, events. They have a seafood event several times a year, just different things like that it's not a far drive to get to. Savannah is 30 minutes away from us. A lot of people like to go to Savannah, Georgia. It's very historic and very beautiful there as well.
Well, there's also an island down the road, isn't there?
𝑑𝒆𝒂𝒄𝒆 Island, is that the one? Is that what you're speaking of?
I was talking about Hilton Head.
Hilton Head Island. Yes, there it is. Hilton Head is a great tourist place as well. It has shopping, restaurants. A lot of them are right on the water. It's very nice on Hilton Head as well.
So, and I know today you had somebody calling and asking because they're attending a graduation somewhere and they wanted to know if they could get an Uber from you.
Yes, Parris Island is a marine base here where people go and train and then they graduate. So we get a lot of people staying with us to go and watch their relatives that are graduating. Mostly it's grandparents that come and want to see their grandchild start his career in the world. And you can take an Uber from here to there. An Uber would take you into Savannah if you wanted to go in Savannah and not have to drive. There's River Street in Savannah that's just lined with bars and restaurants and just any kind of food that you would want to eat, you would find there.
No doubt. Well, so now another thing this area is known for is their golf. How many golf courses would you say are within 30 minutes of here?
Oh, at least 4 or 5, if not more. Yes, I'm not a golfer, so I'm not real familiar with all of that, but there are people on the park who do go golfing. There's one lady who has a little golfing club and people get to sign up and they go golf and have a good time. It's just our little park is more of like a neighborhood where everybody greets everybody and speaks to everybody and just, enjoys each other's company.
Certainly. Well, by its being, just a little bit over 100 sites, I take it you're not filled up all of the time either, right?
Not all of the time, but right now we're very full due to the hurricane. We get a lot of people trying to flee storms or going north or south.
Okay. And what would you say the reason why most people come here to your campground?
People come here for the serenity, for the peace and the quiet and the beauty. Our park is beautiful. Our sites are spacious, so you're not right on top of your neighbor. And it's just beautiful. There's a nature trail that you can walk around and walk all the way over to Sergeant Jasper's Park, where they have all the amenities I was speaking of earlier. It's just a really pretty place to be.
No doubt. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. I know things are hectic with the storm coming into Florida. You're trying to juggle some things to get some people to fit in here. So I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. And we will be back at you again here next week, same time, same bat channel. Thank you again, Kim. You have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.